I'm Genevieve Broadhead and I lead MongoDB's global retail team. I work with all of our top retail customers around the world, showing them how to build architectures, modern applications on MongoDB.
So could you give me a few examples of the customers you're working with?
Yes, and since we're in Berlin, let's use some local examples. So Delivery Hero is a company we work with, where we're the underlying product information set for their product API across all of their food delivery applications. Another great example is our colleagues at Stackit, which is part of the Schwartz Group, who use MongoDB in their Stackit platform and for some of their internal applications, such as their auto replenishment application, which shows real-time view of inventory and suggests stock updates for all of the Lidl stores.
Amazing. How many kind of Gen AI use cases in retail have you seen actually make it through to production? Or would you say most of them are still nibbling around the edges and trying out, use cases in sandboxes? What's the environment looking like in retail?
What retailers are actually doing with generative AI is choosing use cases that are actually going to give them business value, not just little play around pieces. So the first big attractive use cases for generative AI for retailers is all around assistance and automation. Retailers were actually quite fast to bring a lot of those applications to production. I saw a lot of retailers do hackathons where they were trying out dozens of different use cases and then they'd pick out one or two, trial them out for production and go. One of the challenges that retailers face when they're bringing in generative AI is that they want to be giving their customers a really reliable, consistent experience. So what they're doing is using the data that they have in their organizations. By using RAG architecture, so that's retrieval augmented generation, they're able to optimize the results of an LLM with what the information that they have already in their ecosystem. It means the answers are more reliable, they're in the right tone, they're consistent with the actual policies that they have in retail. And it means you get less problems such as hallucinations, inconsistencies, and kind of black box models.
You made that sound very easy, but I think for a lot of people still there are real challenges around the whole pipeline here, right? Maybe around chunking strategies, around, just getting accuracy up. And even in, lots of fine tuning, not LLM fine tuning, but lots of kind of tweaking going on around which models they use and where they use them. What's your view of that landscape and kind of the tooling maturity there for customers in the retail space?
Another difficulty when it comes to retailers adopting generative AI is that it's quite an immature market. There's a lot of new companies that have sprung up that are offering different models. I think we're yet to see who the winner of that race is. And so where we come in with MongoDB as the data layer, we want to make our system as open as possible to implement different types of models. The one you choose today mightn't be the one you're using next year. You want to use OpenAI today, you want to use Gemini tomorrow. And one of the ways as MongoDB we're helping customers with building RAG architectures, with implementing Gen AI, is by showing them example solutions of how to do it. So if you go to the MongoDB Solution Center, you'll see different examples. We've got a semantic search one for retail. We've got an image car fault diagnosis one for auto manufacturing. What we're trying to do is show how easy it is to do this, how to integrate with different models, code samples, snippets, etc.